I'm not from Orange County. Chino. Orange County hates Chino. Sorry, I drink a lot. There's a lot more. I figured out a much better alternative to the 12-step program for dealing with alcoholism. I think you should employ the same 4 stages of grief to your alcoholism instead of 12 steps of recovery, because ultimately the 4 stages of grief just lead you to acceptance. Okay. I should have mentioned all 4 of them. I don't know all 4 of them yet because I'm too much of an alcoholic. I took my cat to the vet. The vet called me up to tell me that my cat was well behaved. And the example that she gave was she didn't even squirm when I took her temperature with an anal thermometer. Yeah, so I'm glad all my at-home practice finally paid off. Because I was up all night going, tomorrow's your big day. We're going to the vet. Don't embarrass us. Do not embarrass us. Stop squirming. It's a weird example. She didn't actually want to compliment my cat in any way. What she wanted to do was butter me up so that she can give me this short list of things she wanted to do to my cat, just cosmetic things, right? She said, oh, I want to clean out her ears and clip her toenails and blah, blah, blah. And I asked a question that no vet wants to hear. I said, how much? When you ask a vet how much, that implies that there's a limit to what you're willing to spend. And there is. It's pretty fucking low. So be careful what you tell me my cat needs, because I'll just get a second opinion from Mother Nature. It was going to be $20 to clean her ears out. That's how much that one was. And I know that the vet is supposed to be the expert and can tell when something's wrong, but my cat's hearing is fine. So it doesn't matter what room in the apartment she's in, she can always tell when I turn on the can opener. It's $30 to get her toenails clipped. $30. So yeah, I can't do that. I can't. $30. Now, how do I explain to my wife that we got to eat macaroni and cheese for 2 weeks because Puss needs a pedicure? It's fucking stupid. They make you feel guilty. That's something that they do when you ask them how much. When you don't just go, oh, okay, here's the money. They make you feel guilty. It's like, oh, you wouldn't ask that if it was a kid. Ugh. No, I wouldn't ask how much if it was a kid. But there's big differences between cats and kids. If my kid turns up missing, I can't replace him for free out of a cardboard box in front of Ralph's. Get a newer, cuter version of my old kid. Maybe one with stripes this time. Big differences, man. Fucking cat doesn't tell on you every time you kick it down the stairs. No calls from the teacher. It's irritating, right? It's not a kid, it's a fucking cat. Like, I'm not abusive or negligent or anything, right? But I'd be lying if I said, like, I never accidentally sat on her, or noticed that her water bowl was not only dry but dusty. I locked her in the closet for 2 days, not on purpose. I just didn't realize that's where she decided to take her 13-hour nap before I went to Vegas. So with a cat, it's like, oops, my bad. We'll try not to do that one again. Sorry. The cat, it's an accident, but with a kid, it's an investigation. You don't want to do any of those with kids. My wife wants to have kids. We don't have kids. We don't have kids yet. We did the unpopular thing when we grew up. We got married before she was pregnant. So I tell my friends, like, hey, we're getting married. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? She's not even starting the show yet. Knock her up, wait 3 years, now you got a ring bearer. Think this shit out. Makes sense. We don't have any kids, so we do fun stuff. We went wine tasting, which was kind of cool. It was up in Sacramento. You pay $10, you get 4 samples of wine, and I'd never done it before. I didn't know what to do, so I just tried to copy all the shit that I saw on TV. So the guy pours all the glasses out, and I pick one up, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's see this. Now what do I do? And he goes, well, describe the flavors to me. I go, okay, this first one tastes a lot like wine. And he goes, no, that's a Merlot. That's rich in tannins with a hint of oak. Dude, how much do I have to spin it until it tastes like a dresser? Oak. My wife guesses this wine she didn't like, right? And she goes, hey, I don't like it. This guy brings this spit bucket over that people had dumped wine and spit wine into, and he goes, oh, if you don't like it, you can just pour it in here. And I was like, whoa, we paid $10 for that. You don't know us very well. She might not like the way it tastes, but she knows it gets you drunk. So she'll be finishing that glass, and you can go ahead and leave that bucket here for me. I'll finish that one off for you. So we've been married. I was nervous before I asked her to marry me. Really nervous. It's a big decision, right? It's something that might affect the next 5 years of my life. I don't want to make the wrong choice. 5 years, it's like a fucking car payment. It's a real commitment. I took my dad for fatherly advice before I popped the question. And I'm like, Dad, I'm going to ask her. And he said, before you get her an engagement ring, you got to find out what kind of diamond she likes. And I went, oh. There's more than one kind of diamond? Yeah, dude, you got to know what she likes. My dad calls me dude. But yeah, you gotta know what she likes. I mean, there's all different kinds. There's square diamonds, round diamonds, marquee cut, blue diamonds, white diamonds. I'm like, I don't know what kind of diamond she likes. I hope she likes small diamonds. Because that's what she's getting. If she doesn't like diamonds at all, that's fucking great. If she's a sucker for turquoise, I can afford that precious stone. But here you go, babe. It's an arrowhead. I love you. We've been married like 2.5 years now, which is cool because we're like halfway done. So. Those are the jokes I'm trying to get on TV. Helping me out. I gotta drop the fucks and the shits, but other than that, I think it's all like, hey, there's no victim. That's fun. I read an article that said global warming is turning the polar bears into hermaphrodites. They're blaming that one on global warming too. I don't think the case is over. I don't think it's just global warming. They're going to reopen that study. So I think it might have something to do with all the fucking Coca-Cola that they're drinking. For a bear, right? Like caffeine and corn syrup, that's why they're eating their young. They're all fat and sugary from the Coke. Delicious and easy to catch. I want to eat a polar bear. Thank God they went with Coke and not Red Bull. Polar bears learn to fly, we're fucked. Hey guys, enjoy the rest of the show.